Hello there. Hi, I'm Kathleen. Welcome to Wrinkles and Giggles. Thank you so much for coming back and supporting my channel. It's new. I hope you stick with me as I figure all this YouTube stuff out. My goal is to bring all my 31 years knowledge to you so that maybe you can make better choices for you and you know a little bit more about the industry. I'm also over 65, so I want to talk about aging and what I've changed and what I'm doing now because that is a topic of conversation in my facial room. So I thought this will be great. I'll bring some to you, but I'm still learning all of this and I'm learning to definitely stick to the point and come across on videos correctly. Because if I was in a room full of people right now, which I have spoken at trade shows and other large groups, I would be fine. And if you were just one on one, I'd be fine. You can ask my clients. But doing a YouTube video can sometimes be unnerving because you are literally looking at the camera. Sometimes I look at myself and then I think, gads, probably wore a little too much makeup. I think my tummy may show through this shirt. So that's unnerving too. So thank you for liking and subscribing and saying, you know what, I'm going to stick with her and see how she does. And I'm glad that you are here. I thank you. My sister thanks you. She does all behind the scenes because that takes a lot of work too. And she's really, really good at that. And one day we're going to do a video together. And her name is Judy. And so she is quite interested in this also because she's over 60. So let's do today. I've got something special, my first Q&A. So I'm going to answer some questions that not only did I get through email, but I got this week in my facial room that I thought were interesting. And if I think they're interesting and the people ask them, I think that you might like them. So let's do that today and let's just have some fun and we'll just roll off the cuff because I kind of read these, but I didn't jot anything. I didn't prepare answers. So let's just see how it goes. Let's see if I can make things to where it's very simplified and enjoyable and well, okay, see what I mean? How I ramble on? Let's go. Okay, lots of questions every day in my facial room, and I love answering them because a lot of people don't ask and or an esthetician doesn't give them maybe my opinion. Remember, these are my opinions. And maybe they've given them what I think is not good information for the client that I'm looking at. And so I try to give them all the details and tell them, make the best choice for them. So here we go. I thought this one was a good one. What is the best treatment for wrinkles and fine lines? Well, it's a very interesting, and I usually answer it off the cuff by saying any treatment that you will stick with. And I say that in all honesty because really that could be 20 different things are great. It's how your skin's going to react with each treatment, what the office provides, what you like and don't like, because there's treatments that are going to be painful and you may not like them. There's treatments such as microneedling that do awesome for a lot of clients, but you might be a little sensitive. As we get older, it can be a little harsh on the skin and people don't want to go through it. Also, your social life. Do you want to peel with a chemical peel? Or do you not like any downtime whatsoever? Would you like to come more and do less peeling? So you see how it goes with lifestyle, and then there's budget. So I tell people you can spend thousands. I could do this easy, like the movie stars do. I bet they're getting treatments every day on their body and their face. But what do you want to spend? So I go with their budget as well. Once we got that figured out, we end up trying a few different things. Sure enough, in 6 months, they kind of decide which ones really help them, which ones they liked, which one goes with their lifestyle. So that's how I would treat that, because I could say, hey, the best treatment for fine lines, let's do 3 microneedling and go to the doctor to get some injections and then come back to me and let's do 2 really big peels. They may not like that at all. So we just go with all of that. So there is a lot out there. And if you have any questions, you can also ask me a question down below. And I'm sure with subscribers, they can tell you what worked for them too. So that's good. Next question. Can you reverse sun damage or age spots? Yes, that's what keeps me in business. And all the plastic surgeons and dermatologists. Can you reverse sun damage? Absolutely. What do you want to do about it? That again will be up to you and budget. Because you could go to a CO2 laser doctor and get a lot of it taken off right away. I did that. I was raised in the sun. I'm fair, probably a descent of English, Irish, and all of the above, a little bit of everything. And so you can get age spots and sun damage. Also, there's products. So if you don't want to ever walk into a surgery room, then there's products. There's hydroquinone that lightens spots. Absolutely, it works. There is retinols, retin-A's that, along with hydroquinone, can get that skin looking brighter probably as soon as 6 weeks. You're going to be so happy. And growth factors. Growth factors are a big item as well. A couple of peels and you will say, okay, I'm on my way. So you can reverse it. Definitely. Let's see. Let's see the next question. Ooh, I haven't read this one. Do anti-aging creams really work, or is it just marketing? Well, I sell very expensive products. Do I use them all? No. My motto to my clients is, if I think they're worth buying on my income, then I will buy them. If they're worth my time and worth my income. How do I choose that or decide that? It is, I believe, if you are so happy after 2 weeks or a month, you've got a good one. Some of them do take a month to 2 months that you're going to know if you want to purchase them again. Not to say they haven't reversed all your things that you want, because that takes a long time. But you kind of start getting the drift. If it breaks you out, irritates you, and so forth. So, do some of the anti-aging creams really work? Oh, yes. The ones with peptides, collagen, growth factors, they're going to start helping you to turn back the clock. They can't turn it back all the way. It won't be like a surgeon where they can pull up on the skin. No, too many people think I can do that. Nope. Too many people think that an esthetician can get their neck skin looking really tight. I can get it looking a little better, but not all the way like a surgeon. So don't let it fool you. Some products don't work, and they can sell in a department store and a drugstore. Department stores, and they may not work at all. And some will. Try to choose ones with vitamin C, a retinol, or a retin-A, and your doctor may give you a tretinoin, which is a prescription, retin-A. Those are the things that get down in there and really work and start turning around that collagen. All of those help the spring, especially retin-A's, they help the spring in the mattress, so to speak, to stay up. It works along with that collagen layer. So keep that in mind. When you go to a drugstore, you're going to get 1%. When you go to a department store, they're going to be right in there too. When you go to a licensed esthetician, they get to sell more strength in each product. So it's going to be another level. When you go to a doctor's office, they can write prescriptions and sell prescription strength products, and they're going to be up here. So just think like that. But yes, a lot of it is marketing. Oh, there's been a lot of companies that come past our office and promise the moon, and none of us like it and none of us can use it. So just be on the lookout for that, okay? So yes and no. And our next one, how can I get firmer skin without surgery? Oh, well, that was kind of like the other one. That's really, really hard. You can get the best it can be. What do I mean by that? I've kind of put sometimes a percentage on it. Maybe I can help you with 20% better to maybe 25% better, that you're going to be happy. and possibly as high as 30 to 35, in my opinion. But that is coming every month, being really diligent and trying all different things. And then you got to be really good at home. And then you've got to change some of the things that you eat. And will you notice a difference? Absolutely. Will you notice it like as if you went into a surgeon and had him cut off any extra skin? No, you won't notice anything like that. But I assure you, you're going to get firmer skin. How firm it gets is going to depend on all of those. I know it's kind of tricky, but some people say I'm going to get this laser and that laser, and I because I don't want surgery and I want all this pulled up. And I tell them, uh-oh, I don't think you have realistic expectations. So let's talk about it and let's start from here and try to see after a year coming to an esthetician, a medical esthetician especially, or even an esthetician, where can they get you? So have a realistic expectation. But yes, does it make the skin a little firmer? Yes. Oh, yes. I can attest to that. But remember, I've also had surgery. And let's see here. What is the difference between collagen stimulating treatments and regular facials? Well, they're going to be a little stronger, such as chemical peels, microneedling, the IPL machine, intense pulse light. Those are all going to get down to a deeper level and stimulate collagen. Same with some of those products I said. So regular facials, they are deep cleansing. They're going to concentrate on your cleansing. They're going to concentrate getting your pores cleaned out. And a lot of them, that lovely massage, the whole facial massage, European facials. I love those with the steam and everything. I have a lot of clients that actually love those too. So when they go to a resort, they get one, but they come to me for, they call it serious skincare. Okay. So one concentrates on cleaning and one concentrates on changing, getting real results on changes in your skin, whether it's lightening the brown spots, taking away fine lines and wrinkles. That is the difference between that. I see some other ones here, and I will have fun answering those in my next question and answer video. But I hope that helps because these are certainly fun. And as we get older, we're looking into these things. I have a lot of clients that come to me in their as early as 20s, early 20s, but also 30s, 40s, 50s. I have a lot in their 60s and 70s coming to me for the very first time. And so I assure you, that is no waste of money. You will like your skin, but you just got to hang in there. I have one client that's really done well. She's going on her second year. And she says, I do see a lot of changes. In fact, I get compliments on my skin. So she's getting to be fresher, clearer, more vibrant. And the pores look really good with makeup. So I hope this helps. And go see an esthetician. I think that it'd be worth it. And because, we love getting older. I love it. It's different sometimes. It changes every year. I get new things happening, but I wouldn't change it for the world. So hopefully that you can go through it. If you want to look a little better, great. If you just want to brighten your skin, but there's nothing like either facial, deep cleansing and a regular facial, or more of a medical grade facial. So I hope it goes well for you. I really do. And if you get to see an esthetician and you have questions, don't hesitate to reach out because that's one of my passions, to help everybody and to answer anything I can. So thank you so much. And thank you for liking and subscribing and hitting that notification bell. And I look forward to coming back and bringing you more. So thank you. And yep, of course, stay fabulous.